Welcome back to another episode of the Bro Monroe Show, hosted by El Paso's funniest bros. Please enjoy and don't be a weenie.
All right, so welcome to another edition of the ASMR. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to another edition of the Bro Monroe Show. I'm one of your hosts, John Gotti Maserati. You know what I'm saying? Miles P, Milo the Madman, El Gordo Ramsey. That's about it. That's all I have.
There was another one, new one, remember?
What's the new one?
PM3K.
Oh,
PM3K.
Oh, that's the one you call me. PM3K.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
PM3K. My name is Ray, a.k.a. Ray Zombie, a.k.a. Ray Ruckus, a.k.a. too many AKAs. What's good, everyone?
What's going on? It's Drew, downtown Drew. You know the motto, if it ain't two, it ain't Drew. Call me Daddy Drew. It ain't Sunday, but on Sunday, call me the Sunday Drews, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then we have a very special guest coming all the way from, well, I'll let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
All the way from down the street. Yeah, my name is Horacio.
This is Milo's neighbor.
Horacio Gutierrez. I don't have all these nicknames like you guys. Maybe El Lobo. That's all they had.
Ooh.
El Lobo.
Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Excited to be here. And, you know, always nice to be able to talk to just locally. You know, I'm from El Paso, born and raised, so I don't think I've done any podcasts or interviews here in El Paso. So
Nice. We're the first ones. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Ooh, let's give a round of applause for us, man.
We love. Hold on, my bad.
And we do it.
I feel like I can't move with this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, feel free to move it around if you want to make some
Yeah,
more
just
his
comfortable.
arm and
Yeah,
shit.
get comfortable, lean back. That's why I was like,
I don't know what to do with my free hand now and shit. Come here, Horacio. Just kidding, baby. Oh, I have a
You're gonna
girlfriend.
get edit. Cut that already.
yeah,
We're
for-
30 seconds in. You already got to edit something out.
Damn it, bro.
Oh, bro. Hey,
Making my life hard.
Bro, it's hot in here, bro. This guy's fucking good looking, bro. I hope we get our fucking female viewership up, bro.
Hell yeah, we need that, bro. We need the...
You don't mind if I take off my shirt, right?
go for it.
I mean,
Fuck, I promised my girl wasn't gonna do it. Bro. You know what?
Dude, we're all supposed to take off our shirts and do the interview shirtless, but I forgot to do the push-ups all day. I was busy at work, so
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not ready.
I had like fucking 4 slices of pizza earlier. So. Had
Four?
Some, had some nachos before I
That
got
was a full half pizza you took,
Bro, I'm bloated right now.
Hey, I have chile colorado, so.
Oh,
dude.
nice. Homemade.
Homemade, yeah, mom.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Mom cooked today.
Dude, that's the best. Like homemade chile colorado is always the best. You can't if you get it at a restaurant, it's okay.
Yeah.
But the homemade one just goes hard, dude. That's what
Always.
That's my favorite right there, man.
Do you do a tortilla?
No homemade like tortillas, like the
So
flour
harina?
ones.
Harina?
Oh, harina, yeah. We always. That's like if I on my deathbed or like if I go to jail for whatever reason, I get the death penalty. That'll be like
That's your last meal?
That's my last meal: chile colorado, rice, beans, and some tortillas. Dude.
Do you do pork?
Yes, we do
beef?
pork. That's the very few times I'll eat pork. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't mess with the swine too much, right?
No, I don't mess with too much swine or too much poultry, man.
Nice.
I don't-
Hell yeah.
I'm a beef and mariscos guy.
Hell yeah.
Meat and potatoes over here, baby.
Yeah,
Meat and
babe.
potatoes.
I like that.
So every time we come on the show, man, we always ask people for like a icebreaker story. It doesn't have to be a wild story or a party story. It can be anything that you're part of. You can change names. You could do what you do. But it's got to be real, though.
It's gotta be real. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Whatever
sir.
you feel comfortable with. Yeah.
No, it sounds good. I mean, well, first off, I'm not much of a party guy, so I don't have anything crazy or But at one point in my life, I was living in Australia, and I was out there playing soccer and stuff. And season was over, and I had an injury on my right knee, and that happened the night prior. Like I got hurt probably like 8 at night, and the next day we had a flight to Sydney at 6 a.m. and we were just gonna go out there and explore. It was me and 2 friends of mine from North Carolina, and it was just bad because I was in a wheelchair. Like I could move around, but obviously we were touring around, and I didn't want to slow them down. So at one point I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Like, no, don't worry, we're gonna take care of you. And I just felt horrible because I was, I felt weak. That was the case. I felt weak, getting pushed around in the wheelchair and stuff. And I guess long story short, we're pretty much in the last night of Sydney, and we're going into this like apartment complex where we're staying, and one of my friends is pushing me, and then we both stop, and I'm like, wait, what's that on the floor? And it was just a bill, like $100 bill, right? And I look around, and I'm like, bro, they're everywhere. And there was just $100 bills.
What?
Everywhere. And they let me go, so I just start rolling away. They start picking up the money, and I was like, I'm not even gonna reach down. I'm just gonna. So I just like finally wheeled myself all the way to the elevator, and these guys are just picking up cash, bunch of cash. They come back, and I think in that moment they picked up probably like $800, probably something like that.
These were U.S. dollars.
This was Australian. Australian dollars. Yeah,
Okay.
It was their currency. And so we go up to the room, and they're obviously like bugging, like, what the heck? What was that? All this. And then one of the guy's like, I'm going to go back down. So he's like, oh, well, I'll go back down, another guy. And so they both go back down, and they're like, if anything goes wrong, go downstairs. I'm like, yeah, because I'm going to do anything, right? I'm in a freaking wheelchair.
Lieutenant Dan over here.
So, like, they're like 10 minutes max. I knocked out. It was like an hour later, they come back, and they're like, dude, look. And they had more money. They found another, like, probably another $600 or something. I'm like, what's going on? Then next to the room that we were sitting in, underneath the door, there was like, I don't know how you call it, just like a stash of cash underneath the door. And you could just hear loud music. And so these guys are like trying to, they're not sure if they should steal that money or what's going on.
Snap.
But once we hear the loud music, and one of them accidentally like hits the door in a sense. And so like, I think the music just stopped. So then they like come back in, and I don't know exactly when I was kind of like I said, I was done. I was not feeling it. I was not very positive at the time, but come back in, they go back down once more, and then they find a little bit more money. The music was no longer playing, but they saw like, I guess that's where the money was coming from. It was probably like kind of like a little drug party gone wrong or something, in a sense. Because at the end of the day, like at the end of the night, later that night, the stash was gone, but nobody reported like that missing money or anything, and they walked away with probably like a little over $2,000.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
So like to me, it was pretty wild, just because you're never expecting, like it's crazy when you find $1 bill, and these guys walked away with $2,000, and you know at the end they kind of gave me like I think like $200. They're like, here
for your trouble, sir.
Because we let you go roll away.
But
Damn.
I mean, yeah, that was a pretty cool story, I guess, to me in Sydney, and I mean, if I would have been up and running, you know, I would have got some cash for sure.
No, for sure, man.
That's why I thought you were going to say the future is next door to you and shit. Just put on silent.
Hey, put on silent, fool. It's rude. That's one of the rules.
What's wrong with you? I thought you were going to say like future is next to you, or like somebody robbed an armored truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I would have known a little bit more of what happened, but we checked out the next day, and we were leaving, like we were getting out of Sydney, so we didn't stay around to see a little bit more. And honestly, we didn't want to. It's like the guys got the money. It's like, let's get out of here.
Dude, just in
take
case
the money and run.
Something pops off, dude. You don't want to be in that hotel, dude.
What's the most money you've ever found in the street or anywhere?
Found in the street, like not like $10, like a $10 bill.
You drew?
I found a $100 bill.
Damn,
with
very nice.
With the most amount of money.
Oh, you.
Well,
does the 200? Does that count?
I mean, I don't know if that counts.
That counts.
I saw it,
you saw
that
it,
counts
I mean,
everywhere, but I don't think I've ever found money.
Bro, like I would have fucking gotten off my wheelchair and started crawling.
Start hopping around. Hell yeah, dude.
What about you? How much have you found?
I think 5 or 10.
5 or 10. Yeah.
I remember. I think Randy one time he found like a $20 bill in the hood.
El Ruendi?
El Ruendi, my cousin.
Was it rolled up?
No, it wasn't rolled up.
Jesus. I mean, no, Paso.
We were like 12. We were 12 at the time, so I hope it wasn't rolled up for us.
I found a wallet. I mean, that
Damn.
counts. But it had the ID and stuff. And I guess the irony of it, that the guy that had it missing was also in a wheelchair.
What?
Yeah, so like I looked at his ID, and then it was in the neighborhood where I lived, and the guy's like coming back in his wheelchair.
Damn.
And he literally asked like, did you guys find something? And we're like, what's your name? And it was matching his ID. And it's like, now that I think about it, wow, it's crazy. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair, he was in a wheelchair. But
That's wild, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's good karma. You know what I mean? That give you good karma, like giving it back to him.
For sure.
It's like most people in the hood be like, nah, no ya nada, yo no ya nada, no sé, yo no sé. Right?
They take the food stamps and they just leave the ID if they're lucky. If they're lucky.
I hate that. I hate people.
All right, Odessa. So I wanted to ask you, dude. Tell us about your story growing up in El Paso, and after, like, what happened once you graduated from high school. Like, just tell us, you know, as much as you want to tell us.
Yeah.
You know, quick little rundown if you want.
So, born in El Paso, and as soon as I was born, my family took me over to Juarez. But it was very short-lived. I think I lived in Juarez for like maybe 2 years or so. Then came out here. My dad was in the process of like finding a job and that, and so then we lived in Chaparral, New Mexico.
Shout out Chapa.
Chaparral,
Chaps.
yeah,
The Chaps.
That's
Chap
the
town.
for sure. And then we came back to El Paso, and finally, like when I was 5, that's when kind of just stayed. We got our first home here, east side of El Paso. That's where I was born and raised. And so I went to Lujan Chavez.
Oh, nice.
Sunridge Middle School, and then I finished up in El Dorado.
Yeah, 3-8, 7 and 9.
Damn, another El Dorado.
And the Upper East Side. Oh, yeah, that's right. Jordan was El Dorado.
Jordan
That's
was
right. Do
Eldorado
you know Jordan Taylor?
I don't know.
She's a singer.
She's a singer. She's a local singer.
Is she? I'm so sorry, I don't.
No? What?
What year did she graduate? Do you guys know?
Oh, I don't know.
How old is she? I don't even. We didn't even
She'll
ask.
graduate 2015.
I-
I'm kidding.
No. She.
I'm kidding.
Man,
I love you, Jordan.
We didn't ask her what year she graduated,
We
huh?
didn't ask her, no.
Because I went to El Dorado, but I only went for that 1 month. It was the first year they were graduating. It was weird.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. So, yeah, I went back to Jeff. We graduated from Jeff.
These two.
So, yeah.
La Jeff,
These
La
two.
Jeff, bro, and then this guy went to
Irvin. I went
Irvin.
to Irvin, man. Northeast. We fucking shit.
Okay.
Irvin Red Rocket.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Red
I
Rocket.
graduated 2014.
2014.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, shout out to the Aztecs, man. Puro Aztec. Dude, I set my ID, bro, from back then. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. What blew my mind was going from Jeff to El Dorado was different because it was El Paso ISD to SISD. Dude, our cafeteria just had a little chopped salad line. Remember, that was like the specialty. Remember?
Jeff.
At Jeff, dude, at El Dorado, there was a Papa John's line, bro.
What?
For lunch every day when I was there, bro. It was insane. They had a Mexican line, which they had Mexican food every day.
Yeah.
They had like the menu of the day, which was everybody would get whatever, and then they had a Papa John's line and something else. I'm like, what the hell? This is like
But
what?
Let me ask you this: did you guys have open campus for lunch?
Oh yeah, we did.
Back when I was there, no, because there was no restaurants back then. But
Maybe
yeah,
that's why
yeah.
they did that for you guys.
But dude, that tripped me out though. I was like, what the hell? Like they're selling Papa John's at school. I was tripping out, man.
I
Yeah,
tripped out when it was vending machines at school, dude. Because I mean, I'm that old. There was no vending machines until
yeah.
like later.
true. Did you guys have anything like that while you were there? Like any?
Well, we had like you said, we had different like menus in the cafeteria, and then obviously the vending machines, and then open campus. But
Yeah.
we have everything there. We had Sonic, we had Chinese food, we had Dunkin' Donuts.
Everything.
The chicken's pretty good. What is it? Bush's chicken.
Bush's chicken, yeah.
Bush's, I've never had it.
It's
I
pretty
love
good, it's
Bush's.
pretty good.
Bush's chicken.
Never had.
Yeah.
It's good. It's bomb.
Never
It's
had.
fire, dude. It's fire.
I haven't even been to that. What's that new joint that they opened up that everyone was? Crazy
Oh, churches. I'm sorry.
Which one?
Which one? We?
No cambias, güey.
I know.
The one that everyone. It was it Dave's Hot Chicken?
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dude, that place is fire.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
place
they
is
opened
fire.
one.
It's at Eastlake. It's
But I still
good.
haven't- I
You
still
you had it, right?
I've had it, yeah. I just didn't know they had one here.
They just opened it at Eastlake at the new spot. Dude, it's so good. I recommend
Well,
it.
remember we were gonna go that one day. We were gonna go
Oh,
one day, but
that's
we went to
right,
Taco.
dude.
But
That's
somebody
right.
over here picked Taco Tote.
Bro, Taco
Did you pick
Tote?
Taco Tote?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It was
It was our homeboy.
Yeah, it was our homie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it's too expensive.
It's
Dude, it's
It is.
fire though.
I
bro.
like
Good.
it.
Yeah, it is.
now that we're in Taco Tote, flour or corn tortilla? What's your go-to for tacos
Ooh,
or
this is real-
in
this is
general?
real-
Okay, in general.
We're asking the real questions now.
No, for tacos, I think it has to be corn.
My
It
man.
has to be. Yeah. Pero
In general?
flour.
Flour.
Yeah, flour for sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
agree.
think we discussed this last time. My mom ruined flour tortillas for me because she would make them from scratch, bro. So,
Yeah.
So like now when I go to get a flour tortilla, I'm like,
Yeah,
this ain't
it's-
mom's.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck is this
sense.
Albuquerque
What-
bullshit? Fuck.
La primera? Nah, my mom's la primera.
A la verga.
Yeah, she is. That's funny, man. So after you graduated from El Dorado, what happened after that? Did you stay local? Did you leave? What happened after that?
Yeah, so I left immediately. I went to Phoenix. So I went to Grand Canyon University for
cool.
a year and a half. Like the whole point was for me, I was always trying to be a professional soccer player. I was like, dream the goal. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go play Division I. I went out to GCU, and that was really cool. But it just didn't go as planned. My second season, like, didn't see eye to eye with the coach. And I mean, I'm sure all those NCAA players, they know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just don't get along with the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided just to like transfer out. But I just wanted to stay Division I. And, I reached out to a lot of schools. At one point, I was going to go to school in California, and they were like going to give me a decent scholarship, pretty much full ride. But I was going to register now as an international because I have double citizenship. I can be either
very nice.
just Mexican or, American.
Oh,
They're like,
nice.
you already registered as an American, so we can't give you that promised money. So I was like, all right, I can't go to your school because I can't pay. I can't afford.
Yeah.
And so then I came back to El Paso, and I was at EPCC for a little bit. I did
Nice.
I think summer of 2016, I'm sorry.
Do they have a soccer team?
No, it was just like me getting my basics, just that way I wouldn't fall behind so
But
much.
they had like a Tejanos.
No, I think
that's
they
softball. That's softball, right? Teganos or softball, I think?
I think so, yeah.
They have softball and cross country.
Cross country, I
Yeah,
think,
they have
yeah.
those two
They have
sports.
like club teams, yeah. I think they have a club.
Yeah, intramurals. Yeah.
Yeah. But then from there, I went over to Mississippi. And that was like obviously a big change. Like going from this side of the U.S. and even Phoenix to Mississippi.
To the south, to the real south.
The real
It was a little pasty, right? It was a little pasty out there.
A little.
A little. Hey, fella. Did you notice any difference, like how people acted towards you when you were out there in Mississippi?
I'm gonna be honest, no, not really. I think I've always been more of a quieter, shyer guy. So like, a lot of people didn't really come up to me or anything. The only people that I knew were the soccer players. And I went to a smaller school as well out there.
Cool.
I unfortunately didn't get to go to D1, so I went down to Division 2 to finish my collegiate career. But it was cool. It was in Clinton, Mississippi, a little school called Mississippi College, and it was just cool. Like the soccer players are always gonna be like Hispanics, Latinos. Like we have people from Mexico, we have Spaniards, we have people from Panama, just a little bit of a mix of everything. So those were my final 2 years, but very, very different. Like I said, just everything in general.
That's awesome, man. Because like I always when I leave El Paso, right? I always look for the Latinos. Like I always look for Latino, because like home is home, right?
Yeah.
But when you're gone from here, it's just so different. And then when you hear Spanish, like we were in Hawaii and we were on a little booze cruise, and like it was my friend Voldemort and myself. And we're just there hanging out, like drinking. And then we hear Spanish. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's other Latinos here. And we start like breaking the ice with them, dude. But that's always like a thing that helps, man. That helps you when you're
comfortable.
Yeah, man, exactly. You acclimate to it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you finished college? Did you get a degree?
I finished college there. Finished with a bachelor's in exercise science, kinesiology. So
dope.
All that stuff. Yeah. Have I used it? No, I have not. But it's there. The piece of paper, I have it. What?
Why do you point at me?
What did you minor in?
I did it.
Oh, you didn't minor?
I didn't minor in. I always say like I minored in soccer. Honestly, that's what I did because that's all I did out there.
Tight, dude.
Are you because I'm not using my degree? Is that
None of us use our degrees.
I use mine
We're
briefly.
educated, man. But
I use mine briefly, but
The three of us didn't use our degrees.
what you guys
Oh, you
graduated?
did a little
I was kinesiology as well.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah.
I did education.
I was journalism and I work in the government.
Yeah, and go figure, right?
I work for the government too, kind of. Kind of.
All three of us, kind of, yeah.
Kind of, but yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it was something. But then as soon as I finished that, came back and I started working with my dad as a electrician. So my dad works, but he's not here. He's usually like in Odessa or Midland and all those. And I went out there and started working with him, and I was like, all right, I just got to start doing something.
Cool.
And that was very short lived. I worked with them for like 2 months, and then that's when El Paso Locomotive first started.
Mm-hmm.
That was their first season, so I got called in for like preseason and stuff.
Like tryouts?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dope.
I was in there the first season. Got to play a couple friendly games with them. I got to play against Bravos and a couple games with them.
Damn.
And then typical story. Like coach just said, I didn't have enough experience.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
You played college ball, man.
Dude, how do they expect you to get experience if they don't give you experience? I don't understand that.
And isn't it based
bro.
off of performance? Like
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean,
or is it like nepotism, favoritism? What the fuck?
Honestly, dude, most of the shit that nowadays is like that. I feel
Are there?
everything's nepotism. I feel. Well, not everything, but
Can I find some of your clips on YouTube?
I don't know if they're still there. Maybe, yeah. There might be some.
That's cool, dude. You played against what's his name? Diego from here. Diego
Pepe?
No.
That's
No.
Ricardo Pepe, no?
That's Ricardo
Ricardo
Pepe. He's
Pepe.
cool, but no. He was on the locomotive
Yes.
that first year.
Oh,
I was
the first year.
I
I think like the first year.
Yeah, but I can't remember his name.
Diego
dude.
Parra, Diego.
I have his
something with
face.
a
Like I
P.
know exactly what he looks like, but I can't remember his name, dude. Oh, dude, everybody's gonna kill me. for this
Yeah.
one.
The first season?
I think it was maybe like the first season. He was like
First or second.
one of the big names that they brought in just to kind of like attract.
Diego Luna?
Diego Luna. There we go.
Oh,
Luna.
I mean, I didn't get to play with him because that was.
But he was there, right?
He wasn't there the first season.
Oh, first.
The first
Okay.
season was like people like Omar Salgado was just a local. You had Chapa, who was a local, Luis Chapa, Memo Diaz, who's from New Mexico. Like they didn't bring in like super big time players. We had some very good players, but most of them, like I don't think anybody's there from when I was there.
Nah, it's all changed.
Yeah, it's all changed, and they had a good team. I'll give them that. They had a great team. I personally thought I did pretty well. Scored some goals. Like I only played, I think, like 3 games with them. Got a few minutes, but I think I scored 2 goals. So I was doing my thing. But So yeah, long
Did
story
you
short,
did you take your shirt off when you scored?
I did not. That's probably
Like
why
the little
it didn't
kid.
take me.
Oh, that little kid, the little GIF. Like,
How does it feel playing like in your hometown under the lights, bro? In downtown, how did it feel? Like,
No, I mean it was cool. I mean, I don't think I ever played with full on like stadium.
Oh,
or anything,
okay,
you know,
okay.
because they never fully signed me. So I was there, and then at one point, like when I said, the coach said I didn't have that experience. I was still too young. I was, I think, 21 at the time, which I don't think it was too young.
that's crazy, man.
But so I was like, okay, I don't have experience. I'll go get experience, and that's when I went to Australia.
Okay.
So I went to go play in Australia, which, I mean, Australia is not known for soccer, but I
Yeah.
was like, I
Rugby,
need to get
yeah.
something, you know? And I was on contract out there. I came back, but that's when I had my knee surgery. And I went back and I did my recovery with locomotive and stuff. And then I just started reaching out for other teams and stuff. And then COVID hit.
Oh,
And then obviously that's when everything, like, you guys know,
Shut
everything
yeah,
shut down.
everything's
And then that's when, I guess, my life changed, because that's when the opportunity opened up for my first TV show. And then ever since then, just
How
went on
did that come to be?
yeah. I was about to. That's one of the questions. How did let me
Walk us
cross that
through
one
that,
off. Let me
bro.
cross that off. Hold on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. So
Oh.
I was and an ex-girlfriend of mine. We were just visiting a family member, and my grandma was watching this show, Exatlon. And she's like, "Oh, I would love for you to do this and all that." And I'm like, "Grandma, I don't do that. I'm a soccer player. Like, that's
Come
not
on,
me."
Grandma.
Grandma, let's be realistic.
Come on, come on.
Like all these guys running with no shirts on and stuff, and I'm like, "Yeah,
No, mijo, you should try it.
grandma."
sí puedes, mijo, sí
Mijo,
puedes.
estás bien guapo, mijo, yeah, And I'm like,
Oh, my grandma said the same thing.
She was right.
She was very right.
She was a lying baby blue eyes over there.
And so I was like, no, I'm not going to apply. And said to my girlfriend at the time, she's like, oh, I'll apply. And she does the application for herself.
Okay, I was about to say she applied for you.
Yeah, I was about to say, damn, that's cool. Shit.
She applied for herself, but to be honest, like the worst application ever. She like left things blank. She didn't, just like
She's like, what is?
she just did it for my grandma. In a sense.
A ver qué pasa.
She didn't want to put her age, huh?
She didn't put her age. Nothing.
Feel offended.
Why would they ask this?
¿Qué quieres saber eso?
So then, how detailed do you have to be on those applications?
Usually they want you to be very detailed, but I don't know. Well,
How was the process for you though? Like when you applied?
so
This guy just had to send a fucking photo of himself, dog, without a shirt.
Hire me.
I'm assuming there was a headshot there.
no, I don't even know. She didn't even send pictures of herself. It was just weird. But that happened in like August of 2020. And then I went to Houston to live out there, started playing like with some soccer team out there, kind of just like, it wasn't like anything professional, just semi-pro. I was working at Starbucks at the time, just like nothing crazy. And then she got the call. And she's like, oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell them about you because I think you do really good. I'm like, yeah, cool. I mean, long story short, they push her to the side and they take me in.
And that's when we broke up.
And
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Shots fired.
When opportunity rises, man, opportunity rises.
Yeah, so I mean, she was cool with it. I jumped on, and that was my first show at Exatlon, and I was in there for like 6 months.
Damn.
Where did this take place?
Dominican Republic.
Damn, DR?
Yeah,
Damn.
that was nice. But jumping in there was just so different because, like I said, 6 months, no communication, no cell phone, no
At all?
Really?
I think
Not even at night?
Oh no, you have nothing.
Wow.
At all, dude.
Well, I mean,
At all.
Nothing.
I mean, you can't, like, they can't risk, like, right? They can't.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers,
and all
exactly.
that.
Well,
So-
oh,
waste
snap.
So, like, for example, I think I spoke to my mom maybe twice the entire time, and I'm talking about like 3-minute calls.
Like, hey, I'm checking in. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
alive.
Exactly, and I
Damn.
can't tell her anything. I can be like,
dude.
oh, I was in elimination, or
Yeah.
I can't say anything. Like, hey, you're good. Like, that's it.
I miss Chile Colorado, ma.
Las tortillas de harina.
Oh, that's rough, dude. That sounds really rough.
That's
Yeah.
tough,
Man,
man. Did you guys even have TV? Because I know for the challenge, you guys don't really have TV or phones like on air, but I don't know how it is behind the scenes. No,
We have nothing.
no TV, no
Especially
internet.
In Exatlon, you have
You guys have not even no Wi-Fi.
oh no, nothing.
Damn.
It was to the point where so like my first season, Exatlon is like the format. You have obviously 2 teams, red team and blue team,
Mhm.
and once a week we would play for what we call La Fortaleza, which was like the mansion. So if you lost, you were going to like this cabin where like you were taking like bucket showers, cold water. You were sleeping pretty much on the ground.
Where'd you have to use the restroom at? In the bucket?
We
I mean,
we had
Dig a hole.
one little
dig your own
restroom.
hole, contestants. Sorry.
Almost. No, we had a little restroom, but it was like one restroom for, at the time, I think it was like 12 of us.
Oh,
And like,
that's rough.
it was just like kind of cabin, so like you could see through it. It was just not.
It's kind of like a frat house.
Dude, that's why I can never go to jail, bro. Because like I wipe really weird.
Why really awkward?
Can you demonstrate a wipe for us?
No,
What's weird about it? How can you make that weird?
I
He
wipe
makes it
really
weird.
weird. I make it
I
very
bet he
weird.
does.
You've seen him?
I believe him.
wipe?
I believe him.
Bitch, you told me you couldn't see.
Have you guys been to Exatlon as well?
Yeah, we did, bro. We did.
I almost won.
We did the husky version. Yeah, I mean,
Okay, yeah. So keep going. My bad.
Sorry, we go on tangents, bro. We go
No,
on
no,
tangents.
you're good. No, I mean, yeah, that was it. But yeah, 6 months, and got eliminated one day before the final started.
oh, bro.
So, but I mean, it was pretty cool. I actually showed up late because everybody that started from day one, they started on January and they finished in August. They were there for 8 months. So I showed up 2 months late.
Damn.
And once again, like, I also was not going to go in because first they called me like, hey, you're all set. You're good to go. I remember January 3rd. Here's your flight information. I was flying from here to Miami. I had my flight booked, everything. Like, they send it over. Like, you're coming in. First call, first team, everything. Okay, cool. And then New Year's Day of 2021, they call me like, hey, we're not taking you.
Oh,
2
man.
days before. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, no, you're, at the end of the day, it shows they want somebody who has a story,
Yeah.
and I hate to say it, but somebody that possibly has a family member with an illness or something like that's going to sell.
Yeah.
And it's TV.
It's TV. It's TV.
TV.
That's
And I don't,
True.
so gracias a Dios, I don't have that.
Should've
Like,
made-
everybody was good. So
Made up a story and shit.
Well, not
But then
really.
again, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, not really. I mean, you come from a very, very humble background, right?
I guess being from El Paso isn't
Yeah,
fucking
no.
feeling sorry enough and shit.
Well,
right?
I think
I
it
mean,
is.
fucking shout out to El Paso, bro. I'm just fucking with you guys. We're badass. Paso strong, baby.
oh yeah, El Paso strong for sure.
Most definitely.
Oh,
most
and I
definitely.
wanted to ask you, what were some of the challenges you guys did? Like,
So
I've never seen the show, so someone that isn't familiar with the show, what kind of challenges were you guys?
Well, so Exatlon is very, very different. I don't know if you're talking about Exatlon or the challenge. They're two different shows.
Oh,
We're talking about it Exatlon first,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
transition to the challenge
Okay,
right
so
now.
yeah, Exatlon is pretty much a lighter version of American Ninja Warrior.
oh, okay.
Oh,
So,
dude.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
watching that.
Yeah, me too, dude.
So every day, like, you're going out, you're running these obstacle courses, and then at the end, like the true, it doesn't matter how fast you are really. It comes down to what they call la punteria, which is the aiming portion, and it's like carnival games. You show up and you gotta like knock stuff down with bean bags. You gotta like make a basket. You gotta knock stuff down with these discs, or you gotta make the disc into the hoop or something. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so every single day we're going out and doing that, and that show was every single day except for Saturdays. So we were like working.
Dang.
We were
Wow.
working all
It's
day.
like a full-time gig.
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
They're making
so-
you work, huh?
But it was cool because like obviously you get paid weekly, which is nice. But besides that, you also compete for like my first day there. Like I said, I showed up 2 months later after they had already started. But my first day there, it was supposed to be elimination, and they're like, nope, today there's no elimination, and we're gonna play for 2 cars. So you could win so many things during the week. Like
Oh,
could
you win
win
prizes too.
Dope, dude. That's
prizes.
dope.
Prizes in between. and
Yeah,
shit.
you could get so much money. Like my first day, I made a pretty good debut, but I lost the final of that first day. So I made it all the way to the final and I lost, and it hurts. But that first day I could have made $25,000 because they don't give you the car; they give you the money.
Oh, the money
So
to
if
buy it.
you're playing for today's like a treadmill, they're not going to give you the treadmill. They're going to give you $2,000 worth of
What it's worth.
That's wild, dude.
So yeah, like you could make some decent money in that thing, and so it was fun. 6 months in.
Where do I sign up?
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. There's a new season coming up probably. So apply
I'm
with them.
there, bro. I'm there.
Since we're talking about that, what's the application process? How was it for you? Did you have to send like a video? Did you have to send headshots? Did you have to send an essay? Like what was it? Like,
Yeah.
if you
Audition
remember.
tape.
So
Oh yeah, audition tape. Yeah.
Audition tape.
yeah. So I kind of like skipped it a little bit because, like I said, my ex girlfriend kind of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But once they like started talking to me, they did obviously want to see like a self tape. So I just had to send like a video of me, doing a bit of drills, running, doing some suicides, jumping, doing all this, and at the end, same thing, throwing. just to kind of see where I was at. And then once they like you, the next step is they pretty much fly you out to either Miami or Mexico, and like you have a full on medical exam and all this. But then and you sign the contract, but that still doesn't mean you're guaranteed to be in.
Right.
So you're not in until you get that final call, like you're flying to the Dominican Republic.
Damn.
So
Until you're on the flight, that's when you know you're like on.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Or
That's
maybe when you
hardcore,
landed
man.
and shit.
I've kind of a weird question. When it came to that contract, man, did you have somebody look it over? Like you read it over? Because I think in my head, like for me, like the way I am, I'm like, dude, I need to read this over. I need to have somebody like look it over. Were you?
Yeah.
Did you think about that?
So I'm not gonna lie.
Can you just move the mic a little bit? You can adjust it to be. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Speaking to it. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read the whole entire thing because it was like 70 something pages, and they make you initial every single page. But I kind of you kind of want to see the important things: how much you're getting paid,
Yeah.
and then what kind of fees in terms of like if something were to happen, if you get fined and stuff. And then at the time, I wasn't expecting myself to go on other shows, so I didn't read more of like what happens if I want to go on their show. But at the end of the day, you just have to ask for permission. I've been kind of just running everything on my own, like no agent, no nothing, and it's been working out. And so, yeah, that was back in 2021, and I've done Exatlon now twice, and that opened up the doors for other stuff.
Very nice. So cool.
So yeah, that's good. And
How did you get involved with challenging?
So the challenge, through another friend of mine of Exatlon, he met up with this agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just finished off saying I don't use an agent, but that was the only time I did. So this agent is like, hey, I could get you guys on the challenge. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. He's like, it's on MTV. And I'm like, well, I've heard of MTV, so just say yes. I'll just be in a music video with Eminem or something. I don't care. I'll jump on.
Down for whatever.
I'll do it.
And so yeah, the guy starts talking to us about the possibility of us going on the challenge and all this, and he kind of tells me like I'm probably not gonna be able to get on because at the time I'm more quiet, I'm more shy, I'm not super big on social media. Like I'm not trying to push it, I'm not trying to be that influencer or anything. So he's like, I don't know if you'll get the call. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like let's just try it. And it's funny because it was me and two other friends from Exatlon, and I was the least likely to make it on. And at the end, I was the only person that made it on.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was also an alternate. So,
damn.
so kind of what happened to me in Exatlon, they tell me, yeah, you're going on everything. But this time they actually flew me out. They flew me out that first season that I did in the challenge, Ride or Dies, it was in Argentina. So they flew me out to Argentina, and I'm there, and they're like, hey, be ready tomorrow, 11 a.m. We're going to start picking everybody up. First episode starts tomorrow. Dress nice. We're going to start off the season in a yacht, all this. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm getting myself to. I had never seen the challenge in my life.
Wow.
But all I knew was the first person I ever met, I guess that was already a challenge vet, was Laurel. So she was like across from me from the hall. So she was like kind of giving me a bit of like, oh, this how this goes down and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. And so yeah, I'm ready the next day, 11 a.m. and I start hearing them knocking on everybody's door. Damn. And I'm like, okay, it's getting there. 7 p.m. They never picked me up.
Oh, no.
I just picture you sitting on your bed like.
Yeah, bro.
No joke. Like waiting to shit.
This is prom all over for me.
I would hear any noise and I would just run to the door and I'm like, oh, that's not me. Yeah, they never picked me up. And then finally, like they knock. And the only reason I remember it was 7 p.m. is because they knocked and it was like 7 something. And the lady goes, yeah, you're an alternate. And I'm like, here we go again. So pretty much it's very different to Exatlon because in Exatlon, the possibility of injury is really high. Like there's people that are getting their ACL torn, the shoulders are dislocated, like so many injuries. So that's why they're calling, people in. On the challenge, like you don't have that. You don't really have replacements or all that. Like if you are, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
If you guys get injured or anything, pretty much on the challenge, you're out. You're done. And so I was like, yeah, our possibilities of going in are not good. At the time, it was it was Ride or Die season, so my partner was Olivia. And I remember I called her over to the hotel room, and I'm like, yeah, we're not going on. Because they told us, if you're not in by Thursday, which was like 4 days later, you're done. We're flying back. You're flying you guys back to the U.S. And, if anything, we'll call you. And I'm like, we go. Yeah, we're not gonna get the call. And spent like 2 days or so there. Then they switched us to a different hotel, and we found out that some people were testing positive for COVID.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang.
And so, but they were trying to keep it low key, and they were still like, no, like you guys are still not. We haven't heard anything about you guys. They like gave us our phone back because we're not supposed to have our phone. They gave us our phone back, and at the time I was like calling my family. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably be there in a couple of days. Like once again, they're not gonna call me or whatever. I'm not going on. And then they knock and they're like, hey, we need your phone in 15 minutes. Here's your uniform. You're going on tomorrow, straight into the challenge. And so once again, from alternate to going on, and then like kind of everything was history after that, because that first season of the challenge, like gracias a Dios, me fue muy bien. I got, well, not officially, but based on like, challenge podcasts and fans and stuff, like Rookie of the Year, Male Competitor of the Year, what was it? Overall, just so many like accolades in a sense. Made the final my first season. Ended in a very tragic, bloody way.
We saw that he actually sent us a fucking clip, bro.
Dude, like you're so humble, bro. Like straight up, like you deserve the accolades and all, because straight up you did crush it that year. Was it season 38?
Season 38,
right? Dude, you killed it, bro.
You crying, bro?
No, you crushed it, bro. Because I know you went into elimination a lot, especially because they saw you and the whole bullshit where he's been in elimination. Oh, that's my vote, blah blah blah. So you were always a scapegoat, and dude, you were fucking crushing it. And I'm telling you, dude, he fucking crushed it. The final sucked the way it ended. I know you were even saying, "I'll do it. I'll run both. I'll do." And the fact that TJ was like, "I can't, like." Dude, I was like,
you handled it very well.
Yeah, you handled it very well,
man.
You and Olivia both handled it very well.
Yes,
I mean,
you guys both did.
She could have gone blind, bro. She could have lost an eye, dude. Like,
that was
a severe injury.
Was pretty bad. So she obviously got hit with the golf ball, and like the doctor was like, if it would have been this way, you would have gone blind this side. Would have gone this way, you'd have gone blind that. Or if it would have been a little bit higher, you could have even died. Because that thing just like came back hard. She fractured her skull in like 5 different places. It was just a bad hit. But yeah, I mean, it was a good season, and like you said, it was kind of very unexpected, especially the whole like, oh, we're just gonna keep throwing this guy in, because at first I'm like, what am I getting myself into? To the point where, and in the end, it's just like, all right, just throw me in, I'll be right back. Kind of in the sense, that kind of was my mentality. I've never been a person to just like try to, I guess, fight whatever they think is right. Okay, cool. But I'm gonna go down there and do whatever I have to do to prove you wrong. And so yeah, it was a great season to me. I think unforgettable season, especially being my first season. Kind of put my name on the record books, because like you said, I went into so many eliminations. I went into 5, so I went 5-0 that season, which was a record that had not been touched in over 17 years or something.
Yeah.
So I was nominated 9 times, I think, to go into elimination, but I only went into 5. So because of like draws and whatever. But yeah, my name was just like throwing out there, and to the point where I was like, yeah,
he was ready for it. Yeah,
like just throw me in. I don't care anymore.
Phase me.
Is that because you're a threat type of thing? Is that why?
At the end, yeah. They kind of said at first it was just because I was a rookie, I was a new guy, and then it turned into like, all right, yeah, we got to get this kid out of here.
The guy that's most likely going to win, we got to get him out.
Yeah, dude, the first one he went in, like people were like, oh, okay, he won, and then the second one, people were like, noticed like, oh shit, this guy's probably a threat. Third one, and oh shit, fourth, oh, we got to get him out. That's how it is usually. Whenever if they throw you in,
there can only be a winner, a team. It's a team.
It's very, sometimes it's team and sometimes it's individual. Depends. Like this last one, the All Stars, which Laurel, shout out to Laurel, she won the individual. She won the championship. Shout out to her. Yeah. You were on that. No, you weren't on that one. You were on the.
Yeah, I was on 39. Yeah, All Stars I haven't done.
Yeah, All Stars you haven't done. Yeah, the one with 39 was cool too.
Yeah, 39 had an individual winner, which they kind of ganged up on me again.
That was very controversial too, man. That a lot of people are hating that at the end, man. It's controversy with Emmanuel. He's from Romania, right?
Yeah, he's from Romania.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It's controversy, man. It's controversy.
Yeah. There's a lot of controversy, and once again, I guess at some point they're gonna knock you down. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I look at it now. Like first season 38, Ride or Dies, they took all their swings at me, and I just kept dodging them. And season 39 came along, and I dodged a couple of them, and then the big one came around, and it knocked me down. But it also came down to like, I mean, I'm dating now Nerys, which I met her there, and our relationship grew from there.
That's awesome.
And she was the girl that eliminated me. So my girlfriend eliminated me, and so that was not
My ex-girlfriend tried to kill me.
Same thing.
similar.
Dude, that episode, I mean, the season 39 is when the numbers went in your favor. That's towards the end. It was you and Kylan and Nerys. That final, dude, was just killer. I mean, it was brutal. It was one of you guys were leaving, no matter what. And that's when she killed it, man. I mean, shout out to Nerys. She did kill on that one, and she's back for season 40. I saw that.
No, shout out to her. And a lot of people, it's funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you let her win and stuff." And
hell no, those puzzles, bro. The puzzles, she killed it.
She killed it. I will not take anything away from her. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, "Oh, I was like, I wanted to win so bad," because part of me is like, I also want you to win, but she beat me fair and square, and
you guys gotta go back. I'll lend you guys my login for Paramount Plus. You guys see the last season because it was legit, bro. Like legit.
It was good, yeah. And like you said, the numbers were against me. At one point, we thought we were gonna like switch out the numbers. I was like, I was trying to bring people to our side. I'm like, if you guys do this, we could take them. My ride or die switched up on me. Olivia, she kind of like backstabbed me.
Really?
Dude, you gotta watch that season, bro. Spoilers. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Damn, dog. Oh, I'm telling you, the last like 3-4 seasons have been fucking like,
Don't get excited and shit.
I'm telling you, dude. As soon as they announced it on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week, they just announced the cast. I took screenshots and sent to my girl. I'm like, dude, look who's on here. There's 40 people. I told you, there's 4 eras. Like,
no, season 40.
It's insane, man.
You're gonna be part of that.
Yeah, that's one's coming.
Yeah, that one airs in August. But yeah, that one's a big one because usually they have like 20, like 6 of us going in. This time we had 40 of us going in.
Okay.
And they split it by eras. So it's season 40. So it's obviously a big deal. 40th season of the show. 40. And they like split it by like era 1 is people who competed from season 1 of the show to season 10.
Bro, season 1? How long ago was that?
1997.
Yeah, dude.
It
was a Road Rules. It started off as a Road Rules.
Road Rules. Yeah, the Road Rules. I remember some spin-off for Road Rules.
It turned in from that to that.
Were some of the contestants like on the real
world? Yeah.
Some of them,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, because I was explaining it to my girl. I was like, like we're gonna have this guy on.
Darrell.
Like, no, well, he's
dude, Darrell,
like,
bro.
What's the challenge? I was like, I know, right? But no, yeah.
No, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, you would also think like, you're competing against these old people, but these guys are the real deal. They made up the show. They put the blueprint for us. So like, shout out to all of them because of them, like the show still exists, and like these guys are 3-time champ, 4-time champ, 5-time champ. They have freaking 20 seasons under their belt, and I'm coming in there with like 3 seasons. I'm like, holy smokes! Like I gotta compete against all these, and so it was legit.
And you're enjoying the experience like to the fullest. Are you like hoping to be a regular?
Oh, hold on. I gotta ask. You announced it today, bro. A little exclusive. You posted the Last Dance. What does that mean? Are you retiring officially from the challenge? Because he posted that today.
I did post that. Last Dance. I'm just taking it. I guess like Michael Jordan, I'm just taking it personal in a sense.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what?
Hell yeah.
Give everybody a shot. Give him another one and a third one.
Damn, bro.
One for Olivia.
Hey, one for Olivia.
Bro, because my daughter's name Olivia.
Bro, I didn't even like sports, but I know exactly what you're talking about right there. But I get that reference.
Dude, that's sick.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that was my question I wanted to ask. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So another, I guess on the fan side, I have a question, Perso. Who's a bigger competitor as far as size and just the aura? CT, Johnny Bananas, or Zach? I know you didn't compete with Zach, but I know you've met him.
Yeah,
but I'm just talking about the aura they just carry. I mean, I know they're bigger dudes out there, but those are just the top 3 just came up to my mind.
That's a good question.
Yeah, off the bat, it has to be CT. In terms of those 3, it has to be CT.
Okay.
I've never competed with Zach, but yeah, when I met him, he is a big guy. Like if I were to see him like in a hall bar or something, like this guy's he's gonna wreck me. I'm not gonna lie.
Size him up,
dude. Hall bras is shit, bro.
Yeah, hall bras.
That's everyone looks forward to that. You guys gotta look at that shit.
It's like football drills, pretty much. Like you start one side of a little hallway, the other person the other, and then like as soon as they blow the horn, you just go at it, and you just have to get from one side to the other.
Fucking monkey drills and shit.
Dude, it's insane, man.
It's good, but yeah,
it's insane.
CT is a big guy, and he's
a legend.
He's won a lot of them, right?
He's won quite a bit of them. He's won the most money as well. He's won the most money, but he hasn't won the most titles.
Yeah, you got Johnny Bananas.
He's the top one.
Won 7. I think CT's won 5. But yeah, I mean, there's so many people. To me, just because like of the type of person that I am and competitor, I mean, Jordan's.
Dude, I was about to say Jordan. I was about to ask you how do you compare with Jordan because I know I think it was that one year you guys were going at it, right? What was it?
In the final? You mean?
I believe it was. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it was.
So I met Jordan in 38. And
yeah, 38. I think it was 38 when you.
I actually eliminated Jordan
in
season 38, but then they allowed him to come back because of this whole rule of like, if your ride or die still has a life, you could come back. So he got to come back. And I'm like,
they're making shit up on that.
Yeah.
But then, we went on to compete in the final. And a lot of people have asked me, because like at one point in the final, like we're biking and this guy does triathlons. Like he's the real deal. I'm not gonna lie. Jordan, like props to him. He's a real athlete. Yeah. And so like we're over here biking and he's like, "What else? How far are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm at I don't know how many kilometers." And he's like, "Nice." I'm like, "How far are you?" And he was like 2-3 kilometers below me. And I'm like, "All right, let's go." Like, so like we're always kind of competing, or at least I think we are. But he's a really good guy. Most of the time, every time that I go to LA, we go out, have a bite, go out for a run, and he's good people. So out of everybody, I have a lot of respect for a lot of the guys there, and even the female side. But to me, Jordan's the guy.
Dude, and when he first came on, he was just a firecracker, bro. Like I wasn't a fan, I'll be honest, but the last maybe 3 or 4 times that I've seen him, I'm a fan, bro. I like him. He's cool as hell. Like,
oh yeah,
the obstacles he has to overcome because of everything going on. I mean, he's a killer, bro. Like whatever he does, he just, no matter what it is, dude, he'll kill it. He'll figure out whatever it is. He'll figure out your weakness right then and there and just execute on it. It's insane, dude. He's a crazy athlete.
I think what makes Jordan as well, Jordan is he is missing a hand. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people are like, wait, this guy doesn't have a hand. Like he was born without a hand, and he just gets things done. Yeah. It's pretty incredible to see this guy. I remember in 38, like this guy was just like doing pull-ups. Yeah. So he has his good hand, and then the other one is just like with his wrist, and he's just like doing pull-ups, doing curls, like all this. And I'm like, dang. We're playing catch with baseball. I throw it to him. He'd catch it. He'd immediately take the glove off. Boom, throw it, put the glove back on, boom, like
damn,
on the
awesome.
fly. Like, so he's impressive. He's a good guy, and to me he's probably the GOAT.
Oh hell yeah, dude, that's cool. I was gonna ask you who's your GOAT for the challenge. That's cool. You answered that already.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a friend who I wanted me to ask you, like, what is CT like personally? Like, what is he like in
CT?
Yeah, shout out LA.
Yeah, shout out to LA.
Yeah. CT's he's cool. He's kind of like hard to read to me, because he's kind of like lost. Not lost, but he's in his own world. Okay. Like he's talking to you, and he's like, yeah, you're come to my house in Miami. You're more than welcome. I got an extra bedroom and stuff. And like he would zone off, and then he start talking to you again. I don't know. It's just his
hamster wheels are constantly turning, so there's a lot going on. Yeah, no, for sure.
But he's cool. Like a lot of people, like they see this big guy CT, like he's just a monster, but he's actually really nice. And I guess I've never seen his or been to that wrong side of his, because I think we get along very well. But no, he is cool, and he's a fan favorite wherever he goes. Like people, like there's other like these other like challenge shows where we go live and we show up to, like I've been to one in Phoenix, I've been to one in San Diego, and people just go out there to meet and greet, and they ask us questions, all this, and whenever CT goes, he's gonna sell out the place.
No way.
Wherever.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, that's dope, man.
Those are the live podcasts that they do, like the Q&As at the theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, they sell tickets now. Yeah.
I have a question too, based off of that. Really, do you get recognized now in the streets? Like say you're at a public. Like, doing your grocery shopping or something,
or at Hooters, or you're somewhere chilling with your family.
Get recognized? Have you get that?
To be honest, I do. Yeah. It's weird because probably the only city where I less get recognized is here in El Paso.
I was about to say, dude.
I knew it.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I'm in the airport. I'm in LA at the grocery store. Just even at runs, I was just in LA, like I said last week. Mm-hmm. I was in the middle of my run, and like you got people honking, so I just kind of like wave, and people like will stop, and I'm in the run, like, sorry, I know you're in the run, but can I get a picture? So like,
no way.
Yeah. So I it's really cool to get recognized, but it's funny because my hometown, that's where like
you could walk comfortably in the street and shit.
That's actually a beautiful thing.
That's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool.
This is your safe haven.
I can't go down the valley without some like old man coming up to me like, hey, I know who you are. I'm like, oh, great. What's your complaint now, old man?
That's awesome, man.
What are you gonna say?
Not that way. No.
I wanted to ask you, bro. What are your goals for after the challenge life, whether it's this year, next year, 10 years, 15 years. Because I know you found a little love thing, little love interest on there too. So I mean that could play a factor in there. Like, what are your goals? Like, you know, personally.
I mean, to be honest, that's the question right there. What's the goal? I don't know. Well, in terms of my love life, yeah, I mean, everything's amazing. Shout out to Nerese because she has been a true like definition of ride or die. And I'm not trying to like shade anything in terms of like the challenger. No, like just the definition of ride or die. You know, she's always there. She's supporting me. I don't know, like if you guys seen like she's out here on Instagram defending me and everything. And
that's awesome.
On the show, she's defending me.
So don't try it, ladies.
Yeah.
A real ride or die right there.
Stay in your lane, ladies. Stay in your lane.
And stay out of his DMs.
Because I'm gonna talk shit to y'all too.
Oh yeah, no, she's out here just selling like, hey, any of you that want my man, just know I can fight. Like she's one of those. Yeah.
She's a firecracker, bro. That's cool.
She's from here? No, I'm just kidding.
No, she's
No,
not.
he did tell us off air. Can we tell the people where she's from?
Oh, yeah.
She's from the Bronx.
Oh yeah, well, I
He
mean,
told us
The
off air.
BX, baby.
Yeah, so
yeah.
basically El Paso.
So she'll stand on business, man.
She's Nuri from the block, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. No, she's fiery, but I think it's funny because we are so different. We are complete opposites. Complete opposites. And I get it. Like, you know, people say opposites attract.
I was about to
but
say.
it's like an extreme level of opposites. Like very, very different. But it's been working out. I think, you know, we kind of complement each other very well. When it's funny because she sent me a meme where it was like, oh, why do quiet, calm guys go for the fire women? And they're like, oh, because somebody's got to tell the waitress that my order's wrong, you know?
Hell yeah, dude. I
did
feel
too,
you
got
on
some
that one.
pickles.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
So no, yeah, it's been good. But yeah, in terms of that, I'm gonna be moving to Austin pretty soon. So
Oh, nice.
along with that, the plan is to buy a home. And right now, Nerese is not coming with me, but the whole point is to get her with me at some point.
Nice.
Like, you know, I've always been a person that I want to be ready. I know you're never going to be fully ready, like for marriage or for kids and all that, but I want to be able to be responsible. Like for me, I've always been like, all right, I'm going to be like the man of the house. Like I'm going to provide, I'll do this, I'll do that. And obviously she carries her weight because she actually does much better than I do. She's this influencer. She's a model. She makes so much more money than I do, but I'm still going to I'm trying to always be the guy like, hey, don't worry, I'm going to pay. I got this. And so now when it comes to Austin, I want to be able to, okay, let's come in, but here's a house. Like everything's ready. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of like my situation, my plan, my scenario, what I'm looking at. And obviously she's helping me out with everything in terms of just supporting, and even she's trying to get me into like the model like life. So I don't know if I want to say that's a goal, but you know, why not? I had my first shoot like a week ago.
Oh,
So,
very
you
nice.
know,
Congrats.
Congrats on
So
that.
I mean, that's something new to me. To me, it's weird. It's awkward.
Whatever gets you paid, bro. Whatever gets you paid.
Hey, whatever pays
bro.
the bills, baby.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
As long as you're not doing
Yeah,
anything,
man.
hey, as long as you're not doing anything illegal or hurting any kids or or animals, hey, whatever pays the bills, man.
It's paying
Shit.
the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've told. Come on now. No, I'm telling you, like we're talking about the animals. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because we're big animal lovers here on the.
Oh yeah, you should. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the I guess, you know, kind of the plan. I don't want to say complete like this is a goal that's set in stone, because for the last 4 years, I think I've lived my life always like kind of just with let's see what comes, you know.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Day
But
by
these
day.
last 4 years have been extremely that way. Like I said, I've never expected myself to be on reality TV. I never expected myself to go on the challenge and have the impact that, you know, I kind of felt like I left. Because I went in there, and when the first season ended, a lot of people were telling me like, oh yeah, you're not gonna get any screen time. Like screen time is like when you get interviewed and stuff, like you're boring, you're quiet, all this. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, I was myself. If that works, if people can relate to that, can connect with that, that's great. If not, then, you know, it's not meant for me.
Definitely.
And, you know, I completely the opposite, you know, I'm completely blessed, because then they call me back for the next season 39, and, you know, my face in the poster of Times Square. And I'm just like, dang, you know, like you just don't expect any of that. And that's what I mean. I'm just going with the flow. Opportunities are still coming up. As soon as I finished filming like 39, I got called back for Exatlon All-Stars. So I got to go back to Exatlon. And so, you know, just so many opportunities are coming up. And I truly don't know. Even in terms of work, they're like, oh, once, you know, you finish with the challenge, what are you going to do next? I can't tell you, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm a go with the flow kind of guy. All I know is I'm going to be staying ready. I've always said the two things that you can control is like your work ethic, how hard you work with anything that comes to working out, when it comes to work, like your job, whatever the case may be, and your attitude. You know, those are pretty much the only two things you can control. Other than that, there's so many like unknowns. So I'm going to do my best to control those two things. And then whatever comes my way, then, you know, more than welcome. And I got to see what doors I step into and what doors I close and all that. So that's kind of, yeah. Other than that, I truly can't tell you. I know I'm good with Nerys right now. We're going, probably, like I said, probably moving to Austin soon. And besides that, nothing else.
That's nice.
That's
Sky's the limit, baby.
That's cool, man.
That's beautiful, man.
We did see. I saw that you just signed with an agency, right? Talent agency recently too.
Yeah. So it's like an influencer agency. So they they kind of get you brand deals and all that. So that's kind of more Nerys once again pushing me like, hey, you should be doing this. Like you could make money and
Get you out of your comfort zone, huh?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be promoting just anything as well. I'm still gonna be picky. Like I'm not gonna be promoting like, for example, alcohol. If I don't drink, I'm not going to be out here, you know, hey, you guys come have, you know, a beer with me. Or something. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be promoting stuff that I like. If I'm going to promote running shoes, I'm going to be promoting, you know, just
supplements or anything.
Yeah. And even supplements. I don't even take supplements.
Okay.
So I'm like, why would I promote something I'm not
that
going
you
to take?
don't believe in? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
that's good.
I'm being very picky, and I know that's kind of hard for that agency, but I'm like, look, this is just how I am. And, you know, if you guys can work with me, then cool. And they're like, yeah, definitely. So it's been good.
That's good. You're keeping your values, man. Like your morals and your values.
And that's good, bro. And keep that, bro. You seem real humble, like a really, really chill dude, man.
Yeah, man.
I love your vibe. I love what you stand for right now, and just getting to know you right now, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
You're gonna be like, you can be a positive role model, you know, to a lot of young kids even here in El Paso.
Well, yeah, here, man, because you're very humble. Like you still rep El Paso. You come back and everything. That's awesome, man. We really appreciate that.
And that's
man.
what I'm trying. I mean, I don't want to say I'm trying to do, but I guess just kind of want to represent, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, there's no representation of Latinos, of Hispanics, of Mexicans in the challenge. So for me to step on there and, you know, have a lot of people behind me like, hey, you're representing us so well, like Mexican man, all this, and you're like, my kids love you. And I get messages of their like videos of their kids, and they're like watching me and they're like yelling and all this. And it's just like really cool, you know? And it's like, heck yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's like just by being yourself, because also, I always go back to Ride or Dies because that was my first season. But before I went on there, like there was a couple of people telling me like how to act, how to be, and they're like, "Hey, look, this show's about this. It's about drama. So whenever a camera comes up, you got to do this. You got to make sure you turn on when the camera's on. If you're talking to a girl and somebody comes up, you got to step up like, hey, yo, why are you talking to my girl? Like, dude, I'm not gonna do any of that. Like I went in there and I did the complete opposite. I stick to myself,
and it worked for you, man.
Yeah, and it worked. Yeah,
and it worked. And yeah, some people could say I'm boring, whatever. Hey, okay, I'm not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. That's cool. I'm there to compete. That's kind of
just also know that you're not there to please everyone, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So
fuck them.
Did you guys have any other questions about the challenge firm?
No, but something along the lines. So you do reality TV. Are you open to doing like an acting career, maybe like TV shows, sitcoms?
Stuntman, because I know Jordan's a stuntman, right, or something like that.
yeah, I mean Jordan's done everything. He's actually right now. I think he's racing. He's a professional racer now.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, he's been running like I think he had a race with Lamborghini like a week ago.
Oh wow!
Cool. Yeah, he's doing some cool things. He's done stuntman. He's done some acting. He's done all that.
He's dabbled in everything.
So do you see yourself kind of like doing something similar or anything that you want to kind of do?
Yeah, I mean I'm not opposed to it. I think the whole acting thing would be fun. I do think that would be really cool. And I was just at this soccer tournament not too long ago, and like the connections that we made, there's people like, oh yeah, I'm making a movie, you know, like we're looking for extras and all this, or we're just looking for the cast, and it's like, hey, you know, why not try it out? Maybe it works out, and if it doesn't, okay. But it goes back to me just saying I'm going with the flow. Like I communicate with the people if they're cool and they want me, cool, and if they don't, same thing.
Nice.
It's fine. So yeah, I'll be open to it, but it is hard, I know, to make a jump from reality TV to acting.
Yeah,
it's actually easier, I think, to go straight to acting.
Okay.
Straight to acting, because when reality TV, it's obviously you showing your real version, your and then you're going into acting where you're gonna have to be somebody you're not, and I don't know if that's difficult for producers or for even the individual. So it could be hard, but like I said, I'm not opposed to it, and If it
We're
works out.
rooting for you, man.
Dude, yeah, we're rooting for
awesome.
you. And also, did you hear that Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro are here right now? They're filming.
Yeah.
Let's go hunt them right now. Let's go look for it right now. All of us will all get in their fucking movie.
Dude, Leo's like one of my favorite actors of all
straight up.
time.
Yeah,
Dude, of
he's
all
one of
time.
my
Like, I
favorites.
love it.
Dude, I was just watching Gangs of New York this past weekend.
Oh, dude, I
Great
was watching
movie,
The Party
man. Great
this
movie.
weekend. Yeah.
Great movie.
Oh yeah.
Movie, yeah.
He's one of my favorites. Will Smith is still one of my favorites for sure.
Ah, dude, Will Smith.
Dude, he's one of my favorites, but dude, after that slap, I don't know. I kind of like brought him down a little bit.
I think about the slap, but I also think about that episode in Fresh Prince where his dad shows up for one episode.
yeah.
Bro, and like, oh, dude, I'm getting goosebumps, dude. He did such a great. How come he don't want me, man? How come he don't want me? Like, dude, I felt like it was real, dude.
That
Like,
was
It was
and
real. It
Uncle-
was real.
and Uncle
It
Phil
was
hugged
real.
him.
Uncle,
It was
that
real.
was
Uncle Phil
that was
really
a-
hugged him.
That was an
and- oh,
embrace,
dude.
bro. That was an
Yeah.
embrace.
That's why I love Will
that.
Smith because of that.
Oh
part.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
obviously the
amazing.
slap, but kind of everybody like, but have you guys seen the new Bad Boys?
No, not yet.
I was about to
Not
ask
yet.
you guys.
Not yet.
I was about to
It's-
say.
it's good?
It's good.
No
You guys should
spoilers.
watch.
Spoil it. I don't care.
I come out. Nah, I'm joking.
Oh shit!
Damn, little cameo.
Bam, bam, bam.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I know you said you wanted to kind of talk about a couple of things before we dip out. A couple of things you want to promote. Your mom's business
Oh yeah.
and also the Mr. Health and Fitness 2024.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to talk about those real quick before we
Yeah,
leave,
yeah.
because I know you're busy schedule. Because it's a long drive, bro.
Dang, I look at my watch like it works. It doesn't even work right now. It doesn't even have battery, but whatever.
Bro, none of my watches.
What's a watch?
So yeah, my mom just I don't know, probably 2 weeks ago, she opened up this like little. It's called like a kiosk, and she literally called it Mi Kiosco Snack Bar, and it's just like a little. I don't know. It's like the size of this table,
Nice.
and you know, she just is trying to rent it out for events and parties and stuff, and it's puros antojitos mexicanos. So you know, like Mexican candy, and you have the chamoy, you have las papas locas, and fruta as well. So you have like mango and all these other like,
Chamoy, taquín,
Yeah.
taquín. I mean.
Elote? Elote?
elote. No, elote sí no.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So
Think of me, when she does have it, think of me, all
There we
right?
go.
what's the
I'll be
name of
number one
the
customer.
Yeah, what's the name of her business again?
It's called Mi Kiosco Snack Bar.
Mi Kiosco. I'm gonna have to get the name so we can put on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah,
Kiosco.
definitely.
And is it like a space or just to rent it out for like events right now?
Yeah, it's just to rent it out for
Okay.
events, and like you know, it's usually she's just gonna like charge for. I think it's like 2 hours that she brings out the cart, and she's there, you know, to keep everything clean and running. And it's just something that my mom. She's always had an idea of like starting something. She worked at a Vista Market, you know.
Yeah.
She worked at Vista Market pretty
Oh,
much since I was young. And then she worked at like Family Dollar. So, you know, she just does little things like that. And my mom's like, her English is not the best. And obviously she's like, mijo, ayúdame. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I wish I could help her so much more, but you know, it starts off with little things. And I think, I'm happy for my mom and excited because she just came across this like nurse, what is it? Nurse assistant program, something.
Mm-hmm.
And like, she's going to go to school for like 8 weeks or something. And she gets everything.
cool.
She gets
So
certified.
Nice.
she's excited for that. I'm like, all right, you know, something for her. And I think she would be, I want to say like completely retired, but she had my sister, like, I'm 16 years apart from my sister.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so when I was a junior, my little sister was being born.
That's cool. That's
So
cool.
obviously that's like my sister's about to go into middle school, so my mom's kind of like started all over. Because if not, it would have just been me and my brother who are 3 years apart. He's 24, and you know, like she would have been like, okay, pues I don't have to work, no tengo que trabajar, or you know. But now that she has my sister, she's like, okay. But yeah, she's doing something like that, and
It's gonna keep her young, bro. It's gonna keep her
yeah,
young.
yeah,
For sure.
And she's available for like quinceañeras, weddings, stuff like that, corporate events type
anything.
stuff. Nice.
Any events, yeah. I think she's only done 2 events. Like I said, she
just started.
Hey, that's
she
cool,
just
man.
She started, yeah. One of them was for my little sister cheerleader, so she did like this event for like 200 people, and she was out there, you know, just doing that stuff.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so it's cool, and I literally just I think yesterday I was like building it. It takes like a 2-3 minute build of the little like cart, and that's it. And then you just put little like
All the ingredients or
all the
whatever.
ingredients and all that, and it's pretty cool little thing, little snack bar.
Real business.
And,
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what she's doing. So yeah, I mean locally here, la gente que apoya, you know.
Oh, for sure.
That
We'll,
made me
we'll definitely plug
hungry.
her.
Wait, that made me hungry.
You're gonna have to make her an Instagram, and we'll plug it there. All that good stuff. Hell, yeah, that's
yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's true.
What
Yeah.
about that Mr. Health and Fitness 2024?
Mr. Health and Fitness. Yeah, so
Who's that through?
so that's through the magazine Health and Fitness.
Health and Fitness.
So yeah, that's that. I think they're pretty big magazine.
Yeah.
But I just kind of came across an ad on Instagram when they're like, hey, you want to be the next Mr. Health and Fitness, and anybody can apply, and you
Hell
get.
yeah, man. Give me hope and shit.
You're not on it already?
But yeah, so it's been going on now for a while, and I think, to be honest, quarterfinals just ended, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't they end tomorrow? I thought
Quarterfinal phase of the competition has ended. So it ended maybe like 2 hours ago or something.
Oh, I thought it was tomorrow. I got the dates confused. Damn.
Yeah, but then that I know I was in first place. So hopefully I stayed in first place because only the first place of every group was going to go on to semifinals because we started on the group stage and all this stuff. So it's been good. Hopefully it starts off like in another day or two, the semifinals. Yeah, so the person that wins gets $20,000 and they get like a 3-page thing on the magazine.
Oh, cool.
And it's something cool. Kind of just represents who I am. It's just health and fitness, and it's funny because I look at some of the guys that are like competing, and these guys are big. These guys are like bodybuilders and all this, and my body's not that. But at the end of the day, I kind of go back to just like, all right, if we were to actually compete in something just having to do with being an overall athlete.
Oh,
yeah, you guys are going to beat me in heavy lifting. I guarantee it. Yeah. But when it comes to anything else, muscular endurance and running and climbing and swimming and biking and sports, anything, like I think I might have the edge on them.
You hold your own.
Not even just physical attributes, man. Like too, like your aura, your charisma, and everything. I think personally that affects you a lot too. Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's something that's going on. So I mean, people could vote on. I have it like on my Instagram, on my bio. The little link is there. You get one free vote every 24 hours. There's also like people could buy votes, but I've the little that I've promoted it, I've been like, please don't buy votes. I don't want anybody to like spend their money on me. If anything, like one free vote is all, and I don't expect everybody to be going every single day and going in, but just one vote is more than enough help, and that's all it takes, and that's kind of how I've been getting along, because I've only promoted it twice. And it's got me, like I said, we're going into the semifinals, I believe. So it's been good. People have been supporting me and stuff. So hopefully we can keep that going. But sure. It's just crazy because I received so many votes, but then now that we're going into the semis, the votes reset. Ooh. So okay. Yeah, that's what's been hurting. And then say I do win the semifinal, I go into the final, votes reset again. So, and I hate to be the guy like, hey guys, come vote again for me. So that's why I've been doing the best I can to kind of low key, just like, hey, just. I've done 2 stories about it. That's it. Hopefully, I'll post one more story, and then the final, if we make it, maybe one more story and maybe a post. And if we could get it, great. And once again, if it's not meant for me, then it's not it. But yeah,
I know a professional who doesn't do anything at work and just on his phone all day. So I'm sure he can vote for you nonstop.
I hate you. I hate you, Rick. Yeah, like now. If it, hopefully you do move on to the next round. And if you do, we'll plug it in for sure. No, we'll also plug it in, and we'll throw a vote in there.
We'll throw our part. We'll do our part.
Definitely. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, it's easy stuff, and a lot of people were kind of like, oh, is this a scam? Because to vote, you either verify by having Facebook or a credit card. And they're like, oh, wait, why do I want to put my credit card? And I'm like, look, I've tested it. I can't vote for myself, but I tested it like with my brothers. Like you put your card information and all it's going to do is like charge $1 on your account, but then it says void. So then like, it cancels it, but it just wants to verify that it's you. And that's it. So it's like, I had to say that because some people are like, oh, you're trying to like scam us. I'm like, look, first off, this is not me. I'm just trying to get a vote. But if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. I appreciate you just taking even the time to like go in there. But
I love how you use your brother as a guinea pig.
That's awesome. That's what brothers are for, bro.
Like, hey, you do it.
You do it.
That's awesome.
I'm the older brother. I have to do that.
You have to, man.
Did you want to get anything off your chest before we leave? Anything else you want to plug or anything like that?
Dang.
Because when we ended the shows, we ask you a couple deep questions.
Oh, yeah, deep questions, okay.
Yeah, deep questions.
I mean, honestly,
uncomfortable.
You're stupid.
No, I think I'm good. I mean, I'm ready for some deep questions.
All right, you want to go first?
Oh, you want me to go first?
You need these or not?
Dude, I had one ready, but I already forgot because I got drunk. Let me see here. You have 24 hours to live, right? 24 hours from now, you're going to pass away.
Yeah.
You can choose your last day, whatever you want to do. What do you do?
It could be as sad or happy as you want to make it.
And nothing's off limits. Like
Yeah.
you want to go to Saturn, you can go Saturn, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. If you want to go to the Bronx, you go to the Bronx. If you want to go to Detroit, you could go to Detroit. Wherever you want.
It's
Hawaii.
your perfect day for you to leave this world happy.
That's such a hard one. Because there's so many places I want to go to, obviously. I honestly think I would go climb a mountain by myself, first off. I think that's how I would start my day, knowing that I'm going to die. Go climb a mountain. Which mountain? I couldn't tell you which one, but probably one that would take me like a solid, 6 hours or so. Just get up there, be out there, and just really enjoy it by myself, explore it, and then come back down. And I'm not a materialistic kind of guy or anything. It's just kind of just spend, if it is the way I'm going to go out, to just spend some time with my family. And, obviously have my girlfriend, have my brother, my dad, my mom, my sister. Just have those really, that group of people, maybe a couple friends and stuff. But I don't know, maybe I want them to enjoy it. I don't think it's even for me. I would want them to enjoy it. So like, if they're like, hey, we want to go to the beach, like, let's go to the beach. And if they just want to stay home, we can stay home. Like, it's for them. So I don't know. For me, the principal thing would be going up to a mountain, because I just love being up on the mountains and just the view from up there, and honestly the journey, obviously getting up there. So it's probably what I would do.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Cool. All right. My question is $100,000 wired to your account right now, or flip a coin for $5 million? Remember, 100 grand is guaranteed right now. They just wire it to you. No questions asked. Or you flip a coin for $5 million. Are you a gambling man? And basically is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not gambling, man.
I don't know if I'm asking you those.
To be honest, I take the 100,000.
Yeah?
I
yeah.
have some of the worst luck when it comes to all that stuff.
50-50 best Vegas odds, baby. No,
Yeah, no,
okay.
100K
Guaranteed.
guaranteed.
Okay.
So like, invest that real quick, some real estate or something. And,
Okay. Nice.
go from there.
Oh yeah.
I like
Live in
that.
the
Hell
moment,
yeah.
baby. I love
I
it.
like
Live in the
that.
moment. And Drewski?
Drewski. I've never seen this question on here, but I'll ask it, bro.
It's been there, but
Does that ever scroll down that far?
You can only add 3 toppings to your burger.
oh yeah, that's one that we did ask it once.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we asked it once.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We
yeah.
did.
You can only add 3 toppings to your burger.
Wait. Let's clarify though. It's bun, meat, bun.
Yes, bun meat bun.
Bun, meat, bun.
What toppings are you putting, bro?
That's a good question, bro.
That's a good question. Yeah. First one, grilled jalapenos.
Woo!
And then,
It's a must.
if I do grilled jalapenos, I have to do grilled onions.
Definitely a must.
This fool is Mexican. Just kidding.
Cheese.
It's getting dry though. It's getting a little dry.
Híjole. Does a sauce count? Like,
Yeah,
as
you
a
could
one?
put. That's one of the toppings. Mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup,
Chipotle.
hot sauce.
Mac sauce.
Habanero. Guacamole.
Probably like a chipotle mayo or something.
Oh, that's a good one.
like
Chipotle
that.
mail. That's a good one.
Something like that. Yeah.
Ah,
That's
for
not
sure.
too bad. Yeah.
My mouth just watered. Stop making me hungry. Wait, you guys are making me hungry. Shit.
All right. That's been episode 87, guys. We appreciate you with the Bro Monroe Show. Follow us, bro.monroe.show. Follow me, the.notorious.ray. Follow Ruckus House Creative.
Follow at Haunted by Podcast, our newest podcast, our sister podcast, where you can tell your stories about everything that haunts you. We're here. We're open. We want to hear your stories.
Sir, and then tune into season 40 at the challenge. I think it's premiering mid-August. I don't know if it's the 14th or 16th. Tune in, cheer on Horacio, support him, follow him, make a vote. I don't know if you guys want to plug anything.
I just want to thank you, bro. Thank you again.
Yeah,
once
thanks for
again,
taking time,
Thank
man,
you for thinking about us and coming on.
Safe
And
travels to Austin, bro.
We'll be in your corner, man, and hopefully the rest of the city will.
No, thank you.
as
Thank
well.
you guys. If anything, close it up, I guess.
Plug your Instagram, anything like that, man. Whatever you want to plug in.
I'm just on social media. It's Instagram. So Horacio Gutierrez Jr. I don't really post too much, but here and there, there's something. I appreciate you guys having me. Really, like I said, it's the first podcast that I do here in El Paso locally, so it's an honor and kind of just get to talk a little bit here.
And you made it to the #1 podcast in El Paso.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we won last year right behind you.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
little
yeah.
thing right there behind you. That's what the award we won last year. So, yes,
Ooh,
sir.
Okay.
So appreciate you, man. So we're humble for you
No,
for
thank
being
you,
on there, and
thank
good
you.
luck, man.
thank
Season 40, we'll be tuning in. So we'll see you later. Peace.
Deuces.